Hey everybody, this is Kira with Follow Your Arrow Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. If you are returning, thank you so much for your continued love and support of the channel. You already probably know how I introduce my videos. So if you already have heard my channel announcements and kind of know the routine, feel free to fast forward to the intuitive reading guided messages or the tarot card portion of the reading. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for coming. Some information about my channel, of course, you can check that out in the description box below. But first things first, I publish all of my intuitive and tarot card readings for the zodiac signs each month based on the previous month's most views. So I'm recording July's videos, but I'm looking at June's top views. So Capricorn, you'll see that you came in fourth with 96 views. So thank you so much, again, like I said, for your love and support. And don't forget to share this video with other Capricorns or Capricorn cross watchers, or even Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, to get you to the top of the list. That just means that I create and publish your video earlier in the month. Second announcement. And information is also in the description box for this as well. But I have goals for my channel, and the main goal that I'm focusing on right now is just subscribers. So every time I hit a milestone, I'm creating a special video where I pull out subscriber names from the Buddha head to win a free private personal reading from myself to thank you so much for your support in my channel. So right now I'm working on 600 subscribers, and there's a few ways you can enter the contest. So the first one, of course, is by being a subscriber. That gets you one entry into the contest. Another way to capitalize on your entries is by leaving a positive or thoughtful comment on any of my channel videos. Each comment gives you an entry into the contest. So if you left 5 comments, that would give you 5 entries, and therefore increasing your odds of being chosen, okay? Don't forget to click the notification bell so you could not only get messages of when I post videos, but where you can keep your eye out for those special contest videos as well. All right, so if you're new again to the channel, I typically start with channeled messages from spirit, kind of more of an intuitive reading, and I kind of blend that with some astrology, with information about, you know, what's going on with the planets regarding your sun sign for that month. So if you're someone who's really not into channeled or guided messages from spirit, or you're really not into astrology and you're just here for the tarot card reading, feel free to fast forward to the tarot portion of the reading. And also feel free to timestamp my video for yourself and for other people who are watching to make it easier. Just want to preface that, you know, all the readings that I do are general readings. They may or may not resonate with everybody. Okay. They are geared for, of course, you know, Capricorn sun signs, but it could also apply to Moon, Rising, and Venus signs as well for Capricorn. In addition, you know, you could be a cross watcher too. You have a Capricorn in your life. Okay. So yeah, so that's a little bit about that. Also, don't pay too much attention to, you know, the dates and the months in which I post my videos. We all know time is relative. I feel that spirit helps you gravitate towards a video that you need to hear or have some type of message. It may not be the whole entire video that's important to you. Maybe there's just a message in there that's hidden for you that spirit wants you to hear. So I would say more so, especially for my videos, but almost all videos, look for the titles, or even if you're just scrolling and you see a picture, you know, a still picture that captures your attention and you click there, there's some reason why you're being guided to there. So dates aren't really as important as titles and just that energy, that feeling, that intuitive guidance from your angels or your spirit guides or the universe to watch a video. So enough of me rambling. Okay, so I'm going to start your intuitive reading with guided and channeled messages from spirit. So when I was meditating on your sign, Capricorn, I have to say for you, compared to the first few signs that I read for, I feel like you're going to have a pretty positive month for the majority of you. Again, it's a general reading. I feel like for many of you, it's going to be a pretty amazing, joyful, active month. Yet there's going to be some areas that are going to be challenging, but I don't feel like when I was connecting to your sign, I don't feel Spirit was saying that it was challenging in the sense of like, big, something big bad happening. I didn't really quite feel that energy. It was more so, little challenges that you can definitely handle. Okay. If you, take a look at some of your old videos, rewatch those. Definitely Capricorn is still, you're evolving your identity, trying to continue to figure out who you are. And, I think Capricorns, you are pretty confident in who you are already, but I mean that in a sense of just the transformation and the continuing of Capricorns to evolve as a soul, as a human being. We're constantly changing. And so that definition of who we are is different, from who we thought we were when we were 10 to 20 to 30. So I think you're just figuring out who you are in this era, this time period for yourself. And I think that your ruling planet Saturn being in your first house has a lot to do with that as well. I do feel like many Capricorns are in a very long, transformative period of time. You are earth energy, so I do feel like a lot of things are happening, but almost at a molecular level, very slowly, methodically over time, over years. Very patient, when I was connecting with Spirit, the first image that they gave me was, and I could be wrong on the type of stone, but I just remember seeing and holding a green crystal or a green stone in my hand. And the first thoughts of what they could be would be an emerald or a peridot. And, I don't often say peridot or even think of peridot, so I thought that was pretty specific. So I'm not sure if you are someone who's into, spirituality and tarot card reading and keeping stones. So it could be that you are a collector of crystals and stones and you have a green emerald or a peridot. Or it could be some jewelry that was given to you or that you have or that you wear. But I just see you holding it. I kind of also feel like maybe you're out in nature and you've been collecting, things, or you picked up something on vacation and it happens to be that stone. But whatever it is, if you don't have a stone, I just feel like Spirit was saying maybe getting yourself a crystal that is green in color, like an emerald or a peridot, would be beneficial to you. So I would say look up information on the healing properties of green crystals, and kind of see maybe what you could really use, and maybe start wearing that or have that around you. Let's see. The second image that Spirit gave to me, which again is a rare thing that I see, and it kind of brought me to the movie Titanic. Really weird, but like in the first 20 minutes of the movie, they're actually rediscovering going down into the ocean, to look at the Titanic, and they're in this like orb of a submarine that goes down to like the depths of the ocean. Like we're talking dark depths, and the only light that you have is this little tiny light on it. So for some reason I saw that, and I saw you in it going down. And once we get into, a little bit of astrology, I really feel like that connection and it being submerged in water, which is synonymous with water signs, cup energy, relationships, and love. I feel like that was Spirit trying to communicate that you are further exploring the depths of who you are, but the depths of your relationships, especially intimate ones, like romantic relationships. Either you're ready to go deeper or dive deeper, or the other person is too, or just your relationship is getting more formal, or it's just being more, abundant in its authenticity, almost like more commitment wise, or you're going to a different level with your partner, maybe more emotional depth, since we have a lot of Cancer in the planets this month as well. I think for some of you Capricorns, I hear Spirit saying that I see like two people whispering to each other. To me, that's like a secret, or, you know, things unsaid. But I feel like in regards to that image, I feel like you want to understand better the secrets to how to handle or have healthier or better relationships. I feel like you're really working on that right now. If you're a Capricorn in a relationship or have a partner, or even if you're a single Capricorn, I really feel as though, you know, from your past, and it could be watching your parents or people in your family or just past relationships you've had, with this Mercury retrograde, you're really reflecting on maybe things that you aren't proud of, or that you don't want in a relationship, or that didn't work in the past. And instead of like letting it get you down, you're pretty optimistic about it, and you're just thinking about ways to learn from those situations and to make your next relationship or your current relationship better. I also see a book, so I think that you may be reading up. And I think technology is involved. So like on your phone or on your computer, you're reading like articles, like love articles or relationship advice columns, or watching videos possibly on YouTube about, and they're more guided to like, how do you be a better partner? How do you listen better? Or what are some, you know, creative new ideas? Like I kind of see that that's what many Capricorns are kind of doing. I feel like a strong sense that a few of you who are single Capricorns are really desiring that summer love. And I don't necessarily mean like a summer fling, but you just really want something new and vibrant and fun that could potentially lead to something more, something that's exciting. So that's kind of what I get for singles. So again, going back to that submarine, going deeper, I do feel for, you know, very few of you, this is a specific energy I'm feeling. I do feel a few of you have had a past hurt, specifically in an intimate relationship. And I feel like with that Mercury retrograde and the eclipses, the 2 eclipses for this month, you may be revisiting that, reviewing that, rethinking that. And so I just hear Spirit say, they're putting a finger to their mouth and going, shh. So maybe not letting that take up so much space in your mind, or not talking about it out loud, because then you're going to remanifest that energy back in. So I kind of feel like Spirit's saying to be quiet about things that hurt you in the past, and just be optimistic and be in the now and observe what's going on now, is what I hear. And then Spirit is showing me, you know, like if you've ever been in a garden and people, like in the grass or in the sand, they put the stone, like cobblestones, in a little path, but it's kind of zigzaggy, and you almost can't really walk completely straight. You have to kind of like hop or jump from each stone to each stone. That's what Spirit's showing me. So I feel as though Spirit's saying that the path to healing, especially if it's about, you know, a romantic situation or individual, it's by taking baby steps, simple steps, and I'm hearing one day at a time. One, you know, so if you're going through something hard like a breakup or a past hurt is resurfacing because this retrograde, Spirit saying be patient and kind to yourself and take one step at a time, one day at a time. I feel zigzaggy, so I don't know. That could mean that your emotions are a little everywhere about the situation or the individual. One minute you're feeling strong and good, next minute you're unsure, and you kind of zigzag. Right now you could kind of feel a little bit off path, off kilter a little bit for some of you. Something about walking zigzag. Really interesting. I don't know. See if something comes up regarding that. So that's kind of what I'm feeling as guided messages, channel messages from Spirit for you for the month of July. Regarding astrology and planets. So beginning the month, Capricorn, July 2nd, we had a solar eclipse in Cancer, which is a water sign, you know, cups, emotions, love, relationships, in your 7th house of relationships. That's why I'm saying relationships, especially intimate ones, are kind of the focus, the theme for you this month, and are going to be really important. There's definitely deep transformation in the realm of love for you this month. And for some of you, powerful new beginnings, whether that's a brand new relationship, situation, or partner, or that's just a powerful new beginning in your relationship that's already established. I do feel like some serious finalization too for some of you. So if you already are in a committed relationship, I feel as though some Capricorns may be engaged, be getting married, having children. I feel a very strong sense to the, what card am I thinking? I'm seeing the card right now. Is it the Hierophant or the High Priestess? One of those. It's like where the church is finalizing, like you're signing like a marriage decree or writing your vows or something along that line. That's pretty specific. So it could be a handful of you. July 7th through the 9th, Mercury was in Leo, which is fire energy, in your 8th house of death and the rebirth. Now, don't freak out, because I really feel like the rebirth part of that is really what's the key here for you. Rebirth, rejuvenation, new things. Birth, meaning you could be pregnant, you could be having a baby, or you could know someone who's expecting. And I kind of feel like that ties in with that finalization, that marriage. But I also feel like that also ties in with the new beginnings, whether that's a new beginning in a relationship or just a whole new relationship itself. I really feel strongly that that's going to happen for a lot of you Capricorns for this month. But I do hear Spirit saying, be careful. Relationship wise, yep, that's what you're concentrated on, and you're doing the hard work. And that's going to be pretty good for you this month. However, your finances are what I hear Spirit saying is really where your attention should be for prevention. I'm hearing debts to be paid and bills, unexpected bills. You may be having some money challenges, and I'm not sure if that's connected to maybe all the things you're doing, the new birth, the marriage, like big expenditures like that, or big purchases or renovating something, or just things that you didn't anticipate. For example, I'm hearing like a doctor's bill, like you went to the doctor 6 months ago, but then all of a sudden you're getting a bill today. And it's like a big amount and you're like, I didn't expect that. So just make sure if you're a Capricorn that you're aware of like all the bills that you're paying, your insurances, like be keen to like what all your policies like state, and if any new surcharges or things are supposed to be scheduled, just check the fine print again. The middle of the month, 9th through the 16th, the sun is in Cancer, again, water energy, in your 7th house of relationships. So here you go. Relationships are definitely key. I feel like for a lot of Capricorns, it's a new era in your life where you're really focused on balance. But I'm hearing boundaries. Okay, so maybe with your new partner, if you're getting in a new relationship, keeping healthy and balanced boundaries is really important to you. And when I saw Spirit write the word boundaries, they underlined Aries. Boundaries, Aries. So I feel as though you could be involved with, have a partner or someone in your life who's a fire sign, who's an Aries possibly. Again, that's a very specific message that's coming across. The 16th through the 21st, Venus is in Cancer in your 7th house of relationships. So do you see the theme here? Water energy, Cancer, love, cups, relationships. But it's all positive, I'm feeling, for you, Capricorn. You're seeking harmony in your current relationships or in the relationships that you're so desiring. And you really care about emotional bonds right now. I really feel like you're intimate. You're very affectionate. And with these two eclipses, it's a very sacred time, especially like for family and family trees and generations. And I think that's kind of important to you too right now. I feel as though like some type of naming ceremony is important. I don't even know what that means. Maybe you got to pick a name of like your niece, or someone's picking the name of your child, or there's like a christening or something where a name is important. I'm not sure what that means, but hopefully that resonates with you. Something about someone's name is very important. Okay. Yeah. And either that person or you is in the spotlight this month. Because I'm seeing Spirit showing me a flashlight and I saw the word spotlight. So maybe you're you could be famous, but maybe you're doing something when you're in the spotlight. Lights, camera, action. I don't know. Photography. You're doing a summer acting thing. or you know, in your family, the spotlight's on you because you've accomplished something, you're getting married, you're having a baby, something about being in the spotlight. And I think that connects with, because July 31st, we have a new moon in Leo the lion, being in the spotlight. But it's also in your 8th house of death and rebirth. So I feel like some new thing puts you in the spotlight. Maybe you just got a promotion, or you just took a new job where you're kind of like really wanted for this job. So you're in the spotlight in that respect. That's really interesting. I've got a lot of images for you this month, Capricorn, that I haven't got before. I don't think any of them. Maybe the cobbler, you know, the path thing, but yeah, it's so cool. All right, so Capricorn, that's kind of all that I have regarding intuitive guided messages from Spirit and your astrology for this month. So let's see if those things manifest in your tarot card reading. So feel free to timestamp me right now, and let's get into your tarot card reading. I think I've shuffled these pretty well. Spirit, what messages do you have for Capricorn for the month of July 2019? What is the overall energy for Capricorn? Overall energy for Capricorn for the month of July. Okay, lots going on. Whoa, what's going on? Okay, we're going to take those cards. I feel we should take those cards. Okay, I'm going to put them in order like this. But I really feel like this one is the overall energy, which is Empress. And it makes sense because there's a lot of 8th house things happening for Capricorn, death and rebirth. And like I said, I felt more drawn to the rebirth of things. And Empress, Major Arcana, she is the epitome of birth, or even rebirth, considering we're in a Mercury retrograde. This is the overall energy. So this definitely does feel like Earth energy, Capricorn. Lots of earth, lots of sunshine, lots of abundance, fertility. Empress could also be about new beginnings as well. It could actually even be about the feminine energy. It could also be about even being pregnant or having children, or being, you know, some type of motherly energy in your life, whether that's you or somebody in your life, that motherly energy or that feminine energy. And being sure and confident. And then we also have the planet of Venus, and we have the heart for love. And so we know that Cancer is in Venus. We know that there's a lot of 7th house going on for you in regards to relationships. And the fact that the Empress is in the upright, I do feel right now is a good time for you not only to be in a relationship, but to be working on it, being affectionate, going deeper in that relationship. It's a very fertile and important time. And for anybody who's single, I really feel like this is your energy coming through and you're really ready to love somebody. But it's loving someone not because you need someone, but loving someone because you want to be able to bring vitality and fertility to a relationship. You want to bring, abundance to a relationship. You're very ready. And she looks very mature. So I think you're ready for a mature beginning, or if you're in a relationship, it's at a very mature point in the relationship. Okay, so this one came out. It's the Page of Pentacles, again, Earth energy. So you could be this could be your energy, Capricorn, or Taurus, or Virgo. Pages are about messages, and we know Pentacles are also slow moving, things happening over time, material, possessions, the body, money, finances. And so, I think that kind of connects with that. You may have some debts or bills or an unexpected expense that kind of comes in. I don't feel like it's maybe too big though, because it is, a Page of Pentacles that's holding one pentacle. I kind of also feel like some type of message that you've been waiting for isn't coming in, or it's being blocked somehow. But I'm going to want clarification on the Page of Pentacles because I'm not quite sure what I'm feeling yet for this card. For some of you, I kind of feel it could be that you're wanting a mature relationship. You're wanting your relationship to go to the next level, but maybe somebody is not ready for that. This could be you being a Page of Pentacles in reverse, or you could be in a relationship with an earth sign who isn't ready. Okay. Okay. Next, we have the Lovers card in the reverse. This is Major Arcana. We have a lot of Major Arcana. So this is really big for you this month. This is Gemini, which is air energy. You could be with a Gemini. But Lovers in reverse. And I think this has to do, my ears ring. Yep, it has to do with the Mercury retrograde. Okay, so like I said, for a lot of you, relationships going well. I kind of feel, though, this is very specific. There's some of you who are having challenging times in your relationship, especially with Cancer being in Venus, and we have the solar eclipse in Cancer, and the sun's going to be in Cancer. Emotions are haywire, and we've got the Mercury retrograde. So you could have been having, a really great relationship, and then all of a sudden all these eclipses and the Mercury retrograde happen, and it's just kind of torn everything up, and people are emotional and they don't even know how they're acting. That's the energy I'm getting with the Lovers in reverse. But I do feel like this, if you are in a relationship, it's a soulmate or a twin flame that you have a deep, profound connection with. I mean, your lovers, there's deep love here with Venus and the Lovers being here. But something's awry, unbalanced harmony, because we have the angel here upside down. Kind of reminds me of Temperance. Something's not harmonious or balanced. Then we have, again, another Major Arcana. We have the Tower here. So something big happens kind of in the beginning of July, or it could have just recently happened. A Tower moment. And that could be the connection with, Mercury and Leo in your 8th house of death and rebirth. I mean, something ending, so something could be reborn. Yeah, because see, we have Empress in the Tower here. So something's falling or ending or coming to a close, so something could be reborn, rebirth. I get it. Okay. So, I'm getting so many messages, so many storylines here. So it could be that you were in a relationship and it ended, and you're trying to, because Mercury retrograde is going to bring exes back. It's going to reconcile in a relationship. So you could have been briefly broken up, got back together, trying to rebirth something new. You could be a Capricorn who's single, who's ready to rebirth a new relationship because the old relationship fell apart. Or right now, there's just some challenges going on in your relationship. I am concerned about the fire. Could be dealing with a fire sign, but I feel like some of you need to, maybe some of you relocated because of a fire. That's very specific. But I feel for the most part this is related to love. But we have Chariot, that is Cancer. We have a lot of Cancer energy for the month of July. Okay, we have the Sun in Cancer. We have a solar eclipse in Cancer. We have, was it Venus in Cancer too? Yeah. So I do feel if you are someone in a connection, you want to move forward. You want to leave this in the past. You want to move forward. But I kind of feel like some of you have to let go, or some of you have to take a break for a minute, because next we have the 5 of Cups. Again, water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And someone's upset because they have something's left behind. But it's a 2 of Cups energy. Got the Lovers in reverse here. So yeah, it's definitely about love. And there's the zigzag. Yes, that's because, yep. Zigzag. Zigzag. Okay. So that's why I'm feeling like, kind of like a DJ. Like that's what I feel with this energy and this relationship. And I really feel it's these eclipses in this Mercury retrograde really messing stuff up. And you just want to move forward. I kind of feel like Spirit's saying that not to worry, because, the Chariot too, to me, is like a victory card as well. I do feel you're going to come out of this well. Give it some time. I feel like maybe a break between these energies. Maybe someone goes away, goes on vacation. There's some time apart. And during that time apart, that you really realize how much you miss that person, or they realize how much they miss you, and that you're leaving 2 cups behind. And I really feel like a reconcile is going to come, or it's coming. But gosh, it's like weird energy. It's like start, go, or, you know, go, stop, pause, go, stop. Like, that's what I feel like. I feel like a 13-year-old, no, 13-year-olds can't drive cars. 16-year-old, sorry, driving a car for the first time, and they're like, they don't know. They put both feet on the brake and the gas, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the energy I feel. Okay, let's get some more clarification. Spirit, what final messages do you have for Capricorn for the month of July? Yeah, this is definitely a love reading. Ooh, all those cards wanted to come out. Yeah, and Spirit has a lot to say for you this month, Capricorn. There's a lot going on with you, especially with these 4 major arcanas. So 3 of Wands in the reverse. Here's fire energy coming in. You're not wanting to move away or on. With the 5 of Cups and the 3 of Wands in reverse, you're not wanting to venture far. You're not wanting to go away. So if someone's, okay, with the Chariot, whoever's traveling, whether that's you or the other person, is not going too far. So short distance, they don't want to leave anything behind. Because both of you are on each other's mind. I can't decipher whose energy this is quite yet. Because, and I think one of you or both of you may try to move on. But nope, this retrograde's pulling you right back. Because the love is here. It's just this energy's messing it up. And here's your energy. This is you, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. You're tired of feeling left out in the cold. You're tired of that feeling. They could be too. Because there's 2 people in the card. So both of you could be feeling left out in the cold. But then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Here's your energy. Aces, new beginnings. You know, this is, but it's a slow, you know, it's an earth energy. It's a slow new beginning. And so this Ace of Pentacles waits all the way to the end of the month or to the end of this situation to shine. Okay. So, there is, you know, a light at the end of the tunnel. It could mean that you financially have some expenses, but then, you know, in the near future, your money's going to be put right back in your bank account. So you're almost going to like break even. The next 2 cards as your final outcome, okay, is the King of Swords. This is air energy, Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. We've also got Gemini on the board. Here, King of Swords, he's all about truth. He's an honest leader, an honest warrior. He's ready to go to battle for what he believes in, okay? He's someone who, you know, it's not a King of Cups, so he doesn't play around with emotions in the heart. He's a matter-of-fact guy. So I kind of feel like once we get out of all this Cancer planetary energy and all these emotions, you or the other person or both of you is going to really need to speak about your truths about the situation or relationship or this Tower moment, and really be direct in what you want, what happened, what you don't want going forward, and what you do want going forward. So I do feel like, and this is also communication, air energy, so I do feel like you both, towards the end of the month or the end of this situation or the end of this energy, are going to speak to each other. Communication will be open. But I hear Spirit saying, make sure that you both listen. Okay. And final outcome here is Temperance, Sagittarius, fire energy in the upright. So I do feel like you do have angels and spirit guides looking over you, protecting you during this time. So don't feel alone. But they're telling you, you know, the goal at the end is harmony and balance within this union, this relationship and situation. And it's about not feeling rocky anymore. This zigzag feeling, as soon as I hit this Ace of Pentacles, it feels so much like lighter and clear, especially with this air energy and now this Temperance, this balance. So I do feel like I said, there's a light at the end of the tunnel. You have Temperance here reminding you, it's all about balance and harmony, but it's in the upright. So that is telling you, that Spirit telling you, everything will be okay. Okay, so I think there might just be a bumpy patch, and I blame it all on all this planetary goop that's going on, Capricorn. Okay, Let's get a little bit clarification for some of these cards for your reading. Here we go. Spirit, can you help me clarify these messages on the table for Capricorn for the month of July 2019? Come on, cards. Need some clarification for Capricorn. One more shuffle. Clarification for Capricorn. So this overall energy, this Empress for Capricorn, what is this rebirth about? What is this birth? Sacrifice is clarifying the Empress. So I feel as definitely feminine energy again. I feel as though this is your energy, earth energy. You could be a female or just have feminine energy. I feel as though you have to sacrifice a little bit of what you need and desire and want in the relationship momentarily for peace and harmony at the end to get to here. You might have to give up a little bit of your land, a little bit. You might have to be a little bit more understanding, affectionate towards the other person, because I feel that you may be the more mature individual in the relationship or situation. Almost like even if both of you really doesn't know who wears the pants in the relationship, I do feel it's more you. You may not say it, but you know it, and you kind of lead by example. So when you're calm, your partner's calm. When you're upset and angry, your partner's, angry. So I really feel that you may have to sacrifice a little bit of what you want out of the situation to gain this harmony and new beginning. I think you really have to lead by example, and that might mean going after the individual. So if this is an in and out type relationship, after this fall, I kind of feel like they are thinking about you, but they may not be ready to come back to you with these two cards. And so you may have to sacrifice your ego, or if you're a feminine energy, sacrifice the male energy coming to you, and you may have to be a very strong and courageous woman and go to them and maybe be the first person to apologize, even if you feel as though they should be doing it to you. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Page of Pentacles in reverse for Capricorn. What message is being blocked? What is not coming in? Page of Pentacles for Capricorn. Okay. Here we go. Transformation. Yeah, I really feel like because this is Earth energy, Pentacle, Capricorn. I really feel like you're going through a deep transformation. I'm pretty sure I said that in your channeled messages as well. You're definitely being guided from the universe in some direction. There's some message or lesson being learned through this situation and this relationship that's transforming you into, and again, more feminine energy, into a more, I just look at these images of these strong women here. I mean, you could be a mature woman too, someone who's in their late 20s, 30s, 40s. You're in the middle of your soul's journey, if we're thinking about age, and you're kind of leveling up, and you're a leader, and your partner looks to you to make the right decisions, but at the same time, you're transforming into almost something a little bit more heavenly is kind of what I'm feeling. She's moving up. She's, I just feel like very, what's the word? I'm at a loss for words. Very heavenly. Maybe you have a name, or the female that I'm talking about, or the feminine energy has a female name like Averly or Heaven or Hope or Joy or Joyce or, something like that. What's this Lovers in reverse for Capricorn for July? Okay. Yeah, rejoice in celebration. So right now, with this right next to the Tower, I sure hope it's not a third-party situation, but it is cups, water, and emotions. So maybe it's just emotional right now. Both you and your partner are super emotional right now. And at the beginning of the situation, you weren't ready to rejoice. I do feel like that would come in the end. or one or both of you is not feeling like your cups are full, or the other person's giving enough emotional support. Okay, what's this tower card for Capricorn? This falling out. What is this tower about? Please help me clarify the tower. Thank you. Firm foundation. Something unsettles the foundation of your situation or your relationship. Again, I really hope it's not a third party. I really don't feel that, but it could be someone from the outside trying to come in. But again, it's, clarifying the tower, firm foundation, there's a fire or I kind of feel like for very few of you, something about a natural disaster where you have to move and you lose things. Okay, and you don't know what the future looks like, and your foundation is uprooted. I kind of feel like someone's like lost their home and had to relocate. And I feel like that's a very specific message for somebody. Okay, what's this Chariot card for Capricorn? Okay. Choose wisely. Okay, so with this Chariot, you're figuring out which path you're going to take next. Okay, you're choosing which path, which journey you're going to, take next. I really feel like you and the other person just really want the truth. And that's what being apart is doing, is seeking the truth. Truth of the situationship, but the truth about the real love that you have for each other. What's this Ace of Pentacles for Capricorn? What is this new beginning for Capricorn here? Ace of Pentacles. There we go. Foundation and achievements. So yeah, it's like a family arriving at a new home. So I really feel like someone's moving or bought a new home or lost a home and has a new home, because you have firm foundation in the reverse, number 4. But then look, and then here's the rainbow again. You have to sacrifice something. There's a rainbow. Interesting. Some type of sacrifice. Oh, okay. So maybe that's the falling out. Somebody has to uproot their life for somebody, to move. Like say for example, your spouse got a really good job somewhere else and you have to sell your home and move somewhere else. And you have to give up a job that you really loved for the family. So you may have to sacrifice yourself for the better of the family and your partner. And that's what causes this turmoil, possibly. But there's a new beginning in your foundation and achievements. And it looks positive and stable. And temperance. Clarify temperance. Okay. Memories of love. So reminiscing. Okay. And trapped in fear. And I think that could be where that King of Swords is coming in. And that's why you want the truth. You're fearful of something. You're fearful it won't work out. You're fearful that the situation or this tower moment has negatively impacted your situation or your relationship. But I hear Spirit saying, don't be afraid. We're here. This is what I hear. Does that make sense? Okay, what lessons is Capricorn learning right now, Spirit, or needing to learn in this situation for this reading? What lesson or lessons is Capricorn needing to learn right now? Lessons for Capricorn. Capricorn lessons. Thank you. It just popped out just perfect. Okay, so here's where that 8th house is coming in. Capricorns with death. So yeah, something is ending. I don't necessarily think it's a relationship. I think it's your environment. Something in your environment's ending. But the lesson here is I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Yeah, something ends. A tower moment. It's almost like it's forced. Something external happens that forces you to change, forces a transformation. But with this Ace of Pentacles, endings are new beginnings, okay? You have Mercury and Leo, fire energy, in your 8th house of death and rebirth, okay? So look at all the negative happening as an opportunity for something new. That's what Spirit's saying is the lesson here. And again, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. And I think that connects so much with the King of Swords regarding your, the person that this reading's about, is opening to both of you, but you as well, Capricorn, in seeing both sides of the situation. So really communicating effectively and listening, and kind of with that overall energy, bringing that Empress in here with the King of Swords, but also bringing love, with Venus and compassion and empathy, but also, getting to the root of it, communicating and truth and honesty. Okay, if that makes sense. So really, I mean, it's a pretty beautiful reading if you look at it optimistically. All right, since we have some eclipses this month, I pulled out my Moonology cards. Let's see if there's some specific themes for Capricorn Spirit for the month of July. What important themes does Capricorn need to be paying attention to for their soul journey right now? One more shuffle, Capricorn, for July 2018. Get a couple cards for Capricorn. Okay. Thank you. Both in reverse, the path and extremes. So the path, okay, it's that cobblestone, it's that zigzag. And I hear again Spirit saying one step at a time. Notice there's this ladder, and it looks like a long ladder up to get over here. One step at a time is what I'm hearing. Take it day by day. Sorry, Mom. I'm doing a reading. I have to go to voicemail. I apologize. She'll understand. And next is extremes. So I do feel that there's passion, but since it's in the reverse right now with this Mercury retrograde, with the Lovers in reverse, intimacy is not happening right now, but I do feel towards the end, reconnecting in that intimate way is going to be super important for this situation and relationship. But let's finalize this reading and pull some cards from the Romance Angels and see kind of what Spirit has to say for Capricorn for the month of July. So Spirit, what messages do you have regarding love and relationships for the month of July? Okay. I just got to check my phone because it's my mom. And I want to make sure that there's no serious things going on right now. Call me, please. Okay. We're going to quit. I'm sorry, Cappies, but we're going to finish this really quick. Pulling two cards. Reconciliation, what did I say? Yeah, Mercury retrograde, redo, reconcile. Someone from your past is returning into your life. So for some of you, an ex could also be returning too. And trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, Temperance, have faith. Don't be fearful. Okay? All right, Capricorns, I enjoyed reading for you. If this message, if this reading and these messages resonate with you, please hit that like button. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment. Thank you so much for watching. And I look forward to reading for you in August. And sorry I had to cut it so fast, but Mom's calling. Bye.